Hi, everyone. It's Linda G. coming to you from Northern California. A little white, huh? Um, so yesterday I was dizzy when I did Mel's show, and actually had to ask him if I could go. And then apparently his internet went out right after that, so we wouldn't have been able to do the full hour. So, and then yesterday, all day, I just couldn't get out of bed. I just kept laying down, sleeping, wake up, still tired. So this morning I'm sitting there drinking my coffee and I thought, actually my guide said in my ear, test for COVID. So I thought, okay, so I had a COVID test and I tested for COVID. It was positive. So that be explaining, the sore throat. It's a very light version. The sore throat and the extreme exhaustion. But other than that, even today I'm feeling better and the sore throat has dissipated. So that was it. It also could be because there was a 7.0, although I think they put it down to 6.8 in Japan. Because remember that last big one, but that was nearly 9. I got very nauseous and sick. All right, so I need to tell you guys some stuff. Hold on one second. So today they're having the funeral for Lindsey Graham. And I had my chartreuse dress laid out with my matching pom-pom flip-flops. But obviously I can't go because I don't want to get other people sick. But anyway, um, I wanted to tell you guys that I've gotten this hit. Entertainment purposes only. Let me bring it out there. But I don't know, there was something odd that I got on JD Vance. And I'm thinking the guy is being very kind to Trump because they're all talking behind closed doors about wanting him in the office and not Trump. And they're coming up with a way to replace him. Because JD Vance isn't into 100% what Trump is doing. I just want you to know that it was a weird hit, and I saw him talking to bigwigs and people with a lot of money, and people are actually afraid because Trump is whacking out. Oh, I do more for you than for my parents. He's telling an audience. It's like, what? So he's off. He's definitely off. He's not well. So I just wanted to give you that hit that we make. And listen, when JD Vance, if or when he takes over, even if he's only president for a little bit, because he'd never get a term by being voted in, he wouldn't listen to Trump about the things Trump wants him to do. He might even promise he'd pardon him and he won't. It's weird. It was this weird thing that I felt that Trump is furious at him. And it's like he ended up being you know, well, so is Trump. Trump is not a very good person. So, okay. So, um, yeah, Mel said it, and it's raining today out in Illinois. So they got bad weather in Illinois, and God bless the people in Michigan. They went through some terrible storms. Colorado is going through some water issues. I do see, not this winter, next winter, a replenishment of water. I do see that. So I also want to throw real quick, Trump subpoenaed the Supreme Court asking that, he has the right to stop mail-in voting. And the thing is, the reason we even have to ask is because we don't trust the Supreme Court. They're all in his pocket. And it would behoove them to vote in his favor because they know they're up on the table when the Democrats take over. The Supreme Court, more will happen with the Supreme Court when the new president takes over. Okay, so he's petitioned the Supreme Court. What's going to happen? Will they vote yes in favor of Trump? Will they vote yes? People are already upset that the Supreme Court just didn't kick it out, said follow the lower courts. Of course they don't, not for him. Reversed, reversed. Oh, he would be mad about this. This will be a short video, you guys. I only have a few things I want to tap in on. He thinks they're going to offer him a present. And look, he's got the Ten of Swords, a Ten of Cups reverse. And the cycle, and listen, people are turning against him right now. What I told you before about the Republicans throwing tomatoes at him, that's the energy I'm getting. You know, it might even be Roberts that says, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. We are being protected. We are being protected from the evil because he's straight up evil. I just heard my guide say very clearly, no, no, they won't vote in favor of him being able to run amok. You know, I'll never forget when Justice Roberts, when they tried to stop Obamacare. Do you remember that big thing that happened? And Justice Roberts was the one who voted um, against removing it. And he said, how do you tell so many millions of people you've got nothing? You got nothing in its place to take care of it. Trump has been promising a new health benefit for all Americans since I remember when he ran the first time. Oh, I got a plan, all right. It's something. We got major people working on. No, you don't. They never came up with nothing. So I don't know why I keep hearing this, but someone is saying, and it's an insider, we've got to stop him before he does any more damage. They're all worried about their own seats. That's why they're not going to put Blanche in. They told Blanche, you got to take that benefit for the J6ers off the table, and we want to see it in writing, and or we're not voting for you. So there's a lot of good news. Blanche was on the purpose. I can't even say the word. He was on the fence. He, I felt he could possibly get in, but I also felt too much resistance towards him. He wants it so bad. Trump will keep him in there temporarily. And I think the other guy that wants to take the place of that guy that's in there laying off justices, I can't wait till all this is over and the slew of our really good justices come in and say, where can we sign up? Because as it is, Elon laid off so many really needed people, and a lot of them did come back, but they begged them to come back. Yes, we know there's more casualties than they're saying in Iran. Are their families being notified? I feel like families can't get any information, and yet they're afraid to go public with it because the military is on their backs. Maybe they're even saying, for your son or daughter's sake, don't say anything out loud. Hold on. Tell me the numbers. And Trump wants this war gone so bad. Oh, and now he likes Zelensky. Did you see that? Because Zelensky's a winner. So Zelensky and Netanyahu are in Washington to talk to Trump, but they're also there for Lindsey Graham. For some reason, Lindsey Graham really took to Netanyahu, not Netanyahu, really took to Zelensky, and Netanyahu liked him too. He was definitely pro-Israel. So I want to look. Lindsey Graham, are you around? I just heard him say, you say mean things about me, Linda. Well, you said mean things about people and want people 6 feet under. Don't argue with the dead. Go ahead. Now that you have a view, he doesn't have a view. He's not able to tap into universal consciousness like some of us would if we passed. He's in purgatory. He's really had to look at some of the things he's done. He's saying to me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he was underhanded. He was taking money even from Israel. He was taking money. He stood up against Trump on occasion, but it's just like Trump's girlfriend, the one that went to Zelensky, went to Ukraine and interviewed him. Oh, she's totally changed her opinion on Ukraine now that she found out she's Ukrainian. Um, she wrote in her thing that everybody knows he's both, he's gay, which is nothing wrong with that. But he just comes from the old school where you just couldn't announce it out loud. Um, so tell me about Netanyahu. He's looking for money too from us or more weapons or something. He's not going to get something he would really like from Trump. He's evil. Netanyahu is as evil as they come. You think Trump is evil? In the scale of evil, he's even higher than Trump, and if you can believe that. His country is suffering. Soon to be gone, soon to be exiting. Maybe September. I think that they're going to vote in October, but I see him trying to head out before then. Oh, they were even talking amongst themselves with his, underground people of how to take out Mandani or whatever his name is in New York. They'd love to get rid of him. They'd love to do false flags, take out somebody and then claim it was someone else. They were attempting to do a couple of false flags on Iran too. I don't see this being a fantastic visit. It could be that he's sad his friend Lindsey Graham is gone, but I don't see it being a fantastic visit. How are you going to feel, Zelensky, when you leave? How are you going to feel after this? How are you going to feel, Zelensky? Zelensky's doing it. Let me tell you what. Ooh, now he's got the Ten of Cups upright. Ooh, and he's got wishes come true. I think Trump's going to break down and actually say, okay, let's give them that 40 million or $1 billion we promised them. Zelensky plays his cards right. He knows how to talk to Trump. Sometimes you got to fake it like you like him to get anything. But trust me, the angel of light and mercy keeps showing up in these cards. He is protected. He is protected, and the prayers have helped you guys. The prayers we give towards Ukraine have really helped. And these young children that died because of Israel, it's just terrible. Soon there will be peace, they're telling me. But it's like next year. It's not right away. But I feel Putin going. And I've told you guys this for a while, and I know you get tired of hearing it over and over. Uh, we've heard that there could be food shortages due to a number of causes, such as transportation. This is Joanne. Is there going to be food shortages? I heard yes. Certain types of food, certain things. Prices are already up 30%. I think it's $7 a gallon out here where I live. And I'm going to need to get gas, but Now that I found out I have COVID, I have every reason in the world to just lay here and not do nothing. Uh, uh, excuse me, I got COVID. Well, let me tell you, this version is way the hell lighter than the version I had when I was in Chicago. So, um, oh, this is a good one. So listen, the food shortages, hold on, let me finish this. Is there severe food shortages? Someone's saying yes. Sorry, you guys. Is there severe food shortage? Because when I ask a question and I'm kind of looking at an open field, I have to disconnect and not be in the question, but in order to ask it, they'll answer me. Yeah, there's stress. There's good news coming 6 weeks since 6 months. There's rich people, probably Democrats, that are helping to assist with food banks. By November, we're really going to feel the pinch. And then I see next year we're coming. I don't see Trump. People are going to be mad at him. They're going to blame him. Okay, so now I want to know about the international court. Trump is mostly worried about being pardoned so no one can come back on him for all the money he stole. Okay, let me just tell you what I just heard. So if JD goes in even for, in the next few months, he would want to be voted in for the new term. And he's not going to get it if he pardons Trump. He's not going to get it. So, um, the international court, they're trying. They will be very disappointed. They're not going to be able to do this. They're stuck trying to do it. They're putting up evil. But look at this. It's victorious. And again, the angel of light picking up the pieces and running off the battlefield. I don't see them being able to do it, but that's my feeling. I feel it's barely hanging, but it'll still hang. Um, will Melania take Barron out of the country? Yeah, she will want to take him out of the country. Let's look. Melania take Barron. She's worried about him already. People like Thomas in the judicial system and others, the only reason they would say to Trump that, yeah, you can change the voting, but they won't have enough because I see Roberts not going for it, is because they're all in trouble too. Yeah, things will be falling apart. Look at this, you guys. I don't even know if he's still with the living. And then she's trying to take the money and run. Yep. And they're reaching out for help from others and nobody's coming forward. Ooh, they are isolated. Not even her own country likes her anymore. And they'll come up with that Einstein thing, passport, that she was never an Einstein passport. And the truth will be known that that guy, is he from Brazil, introduced her to Epstein, and she was Epstein's girl first, and then Trump got involved. Uh, oh, that's a good question. What will the White House lawns, reflecting pool in Lafayette Park look like in 5 years? I see the pool flying. I see them tearing out the concrete in the rose garden. Um, they're it's gonna take a lot of work. In fact, they might even ask for outside money from donations to help clean out the mess that he left in that White House with all that god awful, gaudy Liberace gold. Um, will the runner for Massachusetts Senator Joe Tashi win the Senate seat in Massachusetts? Let me look. Then I'm going to be with Andre at 11:30. Joe Tashi. Someone just said yes. I'll double check. It's close. Yes, he's going to win. Yeah. I don't need to go no further. So, um, interesting. Just 444 said, "Do you see the military taking trumpet out?" Well, I was on with Sterling on Sunday, and I said to Sterling, because they were talking about the draft, they're thinking about putting the draft back in. And of course, none of their kids or grandkids will be pulled up into the draft. He'll be giving favors for pay for families that don't want their kids to go in. So, but I see it causes such a ruckus, and people are so angry. They don't want their child fighting in a war that's makes no sense. And when Sterling and I were talking, I've always had the feeling the military would get involved and tell them, "Sir, you need to go." And it might be because of this, or they find out more how many people are being taken out. But I saw the military involved. Like, no, because they were involved. Let me tell you something. He planned on sitting there in that White House when he won this other term. I mean, when he lost to Joe Biden, he was like, "Nope, I'm not going. I'm staying right here." And I saw it was the military bigwigs that went in and said, "Sir, you better go, because if you don't, we will physically remove you." And that would be on camera. And I don't think you want that embarrassment. So he reluctantly went. Okay. So, well, thank you, you guys. Those were just a few questions you guys gave me. So, I'll be on with Andre in a few minutes, and hopefully we get some good news soon. And I will talk to you guys soon. Cheers.